Hi guys, and welcome back to this journey towards excellent exam results. In these shorter revision videos, we are going to be breaking down different concepts within the GCSE geography specification. The aim of this is to help us understand the concepts better and to give us the information and confidence we need to answer exam questions. In today's video, we are going to be discussing how human activity has impacted on the landscape of the UK. This is information that is important for the exam. Okay, let's get started. We are now going to look at the impact of humans on the landscape. And this is obviously in the form of human activity. And the first one we'll look at is settlement. Now, the population of the UK keeps growing, and as that happens, people will need houses to live in. And urbanization is also likely to take place. And as more and more houses are built, then the landscape is going to change because it's going to be built on and therefore will look different. Then we also have farming. So again, the population is growing, there's demand for food, and this has led to a lot more land being taken up for farming. Now, originally or in the past, the landscape used to have hedgerows because there wasn't as much heavy machinery being used to farm the land. Most of the work was done by hand, and therefore there were hedgerows to sort of demarcate or put boundaries between different areas that were being farmed. But with the introduction of mechanization, where you have to use bigger machinery, obviously either to plow the land or spray the crops or harvest the crops using combine harvesters and so on, a lot of those hedgerows had to be gotten rid of to make way for the big machinery. And that again has changed the landscape. So from a landscape that had hedgerows to one now that has got very big open fields where intensive farming is taking place. So the landscape is continuously changing. And then we also have hill sheep farming, which is going to be taking place in the upland landscapes. And then arable farming, which is the growing of crops, is likely to be taking place in the lowland landscapes, also creating distinctive landscapes and changing the way the landscapes look over time. So the last one we look at here is deforestation and afforestation. And deforestation, obviously, like you know, is the cutting down of trees. And we need the trees for wood, for example. And so the deciduous woodland is what originally was here in the UK, but a lot of that has been felled over time, as in it has been cut down. So for timber, for paper, and so on. And some of it has been replaced by coniferous trees, which are slightly different. They're like, they are cone shaped, like the Christmas trees. And so in the UK, the landscape has changed in terms of the vegetation that you have. So from deciduous woodland to coniferous woodland in some places, and then in some places, a mixture of both where you have mixed woodland. And all this that is happening is creating distinct landscapes or landscapes that are changing and evolving over time. That brings us to the end of this video on how human activity has impacted UK landscape. I hope that you have found the information useful. I have also put together videos on all the other subtopics within the UK Evolving Physical Landscapes unit. 2 of them will pop up as suggested videos at the end of this one, and the rest will be in the UK Evolving Physical Landscapes playlist. Thanks once again for joining in this journey towards excellent exam results. All the best and see you again soon. Bye-bye.